Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is the 7th video of the playlist for cloning a Disney Plus website using MERN stack. In this video, we are going to make some more pages for the website. As you can see here, I already opened up my Visual Studio Code along with the running React server. Now for making the page, we have to go to the page folder. And then the first thing we are going to make is in the watch.jsx. So first I'm going to make the watch page here. And if you remember, in a in the movie list item, we are passing some state here. So instead of this watch.jsx, we are going to retrieve it using a location. So instead of getting some parameters with something like curly brace, we are going to make a new variable here. Cons location is equal to use location. So if you are console log it, console.log and then location, but first we have to import it first. Go to the use location, save, and then let's see in the website. If I refresh it and open up my terminal, my inspect element, we'll put it in here, console. And what if I click one of this? It will give me here. It will give me this path name / watch, the search, hash, and the state. And what we are going to use is inside of this state and the movie. As you can see here, we got the category, description, duration, image, limits, title, and years. So after we are getting the use location, we are going to get the movie. So const movie equal to location dot state. Remember here, our movie is inside of a state and then instead of the movie. So after the state, it will be movie. Just something like that. And if I just console log the movie and then go to the Chrome here, refresh it. I don't know if it will work. And as you can see here, we got the data of the movie. Now what we have to do is just to use it. I will comment out this. Console log, and in here, after we get the data, now as usually we are going to replace it with the React fragment and make a new div here. That div name is going to have a class. That div is going to have class name with a width is full and then a relative. Inside of here, we will get if it's clicked or not. We will have some if here, but first I'm going to make the state use state. I will import it first and then use the snippet. After this, I'm going to name it as click. For the default value, it will be false. And inside of here, I'm going to make some if condition. So if it is clicked, it will be showing what, and if it's not clicked, it will show what. I think we get some error here. Let me see, maybe there is because we are not entering it. Okay, it's fine now. Put some basic rec fragment to just fill it out. Now, for the clicked, we are going to make a video. The video, and also the video is a self-closing tag. So I'm going to make it inside of here. It is a self-closing tag with a class name equal to video, and then width is full. For the autoplay is on, so I will just set it autoplay. For the progress is true. Progress equal to true. It is like this. Nope, it is like this. Progress is true, and I will show the controls for it. And for the source is going to be some video inside of my public, and that video is inside of the public, so it was going to be video slash movie slash, and in this case I was using the Moana one, so I'll copy the name and then paste it here and add the mp4 extension. We'll control B to hide the sidebar. Now after that, we are going to have the details of the movie. I'm going to make a new div here, div with a class name equal to background color is slider color, and then age is full, and for the padding X is 7, for the padding Y is 7. Now we will have the div. Instead of this div, we are going to have a span with a class name equal to text3 XL and font bold. For the title is going to be movie, the title, and then below that we'll have some BR tag, and don't forget there is a self-closing tag, and I will duplicate it 2 more times. And the second one is going to be the category. Oh no, it's going to be year, and then the category. For the second, I have to copy it from here, copy and then paste it here, change to category, and then I will paste it 1 more time, and this one is the limit. And the last one is going to be the description. Below that, we will have the button, some button. The first button is going to be wrapped by a div with a class name equal to text left, and then padding top is 5. And then we have the button with a class name is equal to font SM and text is SM. For the margin right is going to be 5, and for this one is going to be uppercase. This was going to be watch list. It is optional to adding the uppercase or not, but if you want to add it uppercase and then write it in the uppercase character, that is still allowed, but it is up to you. And below that button, we will have another button with a class name equal to font SM and then text SM and also uppercase. So it is the same as in here, but without the margin right 5. Instead of here, we'll have some icon from the material UI called share outline it. And for the text is going to be share. Save. And now let's see how it looks in a website. Let's go click some of this movie and refresh it. Well, we still got nothing. Huh. Let me see. Oh yeah, because we are setting it in a not and in a if it is clicked. So let's finish up this one, and after that we are going to make if it is not unclicked. If it is not clicked. Now below of this, we are going to have some HR. Just like that. with a class name equal to empty or margin top is 6. Now for the if it is not clicked, it will be it will have some div with a class name of if it is LG, it will have margin x7, and if it's LG, it will have a rounded MG. So if it is not LG, it will not have margin X and it will not have the rounded MD. Instead of here, we will have a div with a class name equal to, and the background color is slider color. And if it's in the LG device mode, it will have padding left equal to 10, and the display is going to be flex. For the align item is start, and if it's MD, it will have the justify center, and if it's LG, it will have justify bitwin. And for the position, it's going to be relative, and it will have the rounded MD. Save. And now instead of here, I'm going to add a new div, another div with a class name equal to hfull, and then it will have the class equal to slider info. For the padding top is 10, padding bottom is 10, and for the background gradient to left from the color is going to be slider color, and we have the width is equal to full, and if it's LG it will block, and if it's extra so small it will hidden. But if it's not working, we'll just make the default to the hidden, and if it's LG it will block. Maybe I will just do it now. And instead of here, finally we can put some content. So I'm going to give it div, and instead of this div we're going to have an h1 with a class name equal to text 3xl, and then flex is initial, and then font weight is going to be semi bold, and for the margin right is 5. It will be the slider title class, and for the text align is left. The first one is going to be the movie title, movie dot title. Now let's save it, and then copy, paste it 2 more times, and then change this to h2. For the second one is going to be text1xl, and for the flex initial one is semi bold, margin right is 5, slider title, and then text left. But for this one, it's going to have MB3, or margin bottom is equal to 3, and for this one, it's going to have the duration, the genre. Oops, I'm going to copy this one, and then this one is going to be the genre, and the last one is going to be the limit. Save, and below this we can put the last one, and that's going to be the description. We also have to add this MB3 in here, but we don't need this text 3xl. Now save it, and let's see how it looks. We got the title, duration, but not with the category, the limit, and the description. This is not genre, it's a big category. Now save, and then go back. Here we get the category. After that, I'm going to make a new one, a new div, where the class name is equal to text, align is left, and for the margin bottom is 5. This is not closing. After it, inside of it, we will have a button with a class name equal to MR is 5, text is 2XL, and for the font weight is going to be bold. And inside of it, this is not button C, it will be button. Now inside of it, we will have a play arrow icon, play arrow from the material UI icon, and then the text is going to be what. Now let's save it and see in the website. We got the watch, but we are still didn't get the movie. We will add it later, but before that, we are going to have another button. This button is going to be the share button. The class name is going to have font is small, text is small, text size is small, and it will be uppercase. And inside of it, we will have a share outline it, and then the text is going to be share. Now below of this div, these two div, we are going to have some gradient div class name. Maybe it the same gradient with the gradient that we have in a movie slider, so you can copy it or typing it manually. In my case, I will just typing it manually. And for the height is full, position is absolute, width is 96, and for the background, gradient to right, and then from slider color for the slider color. And if it's extra so small, it will hidden, but I will just make the hidden as a default, and if it's LG, it will block. Now inside of here, we will have the class name equal to flex initial. Wait, oh, I put it outside of the tag, so I have to cut it and then put it in here. It should be flex initial and then rounded empty. Alt Shift F. We got 2, but this was supposed to be given to the image tag, and here it will be the inside of the image tag img. It will be a self-closing tag img. It's going to have class name, and for the source it's going to be img and then slash. Wait a second. And for the image, we will just use the slider one. Sliders as moana.png. And for the alt is equal to movie.title. Now let's see it first. It is looking a little bit similar with the movie slider, but this have more details. We got the gradient full. Oh yeah, we have to put this image outside of the gradient. Save it. I'll see if I have to verify it, and let's refresh the website one more time. And as you can see here, we got a little bit we got the similar version of the movie slider, but in here we got the watch button and the share button. After that, we are going to create another version of the button. This button is same like this one. Class name is same like the watch button, but this one is going to this one is just going to appear when it is in a mobile mode. So the class is going to be margin right is 5. If it's LG, it will hidden, but for the default, it will be black. For the position is absolute, and if it's extra small, it will have left, and it's going to be 2 RAM. And if it's extra so small, it will have bottom 2, and also if it's extra so small, it will have left and then 0. And for the text and the icon, I will just copy it from the watch. I will Alt Shift F and then save it. Now let's see in the website. Press it. Open up our inspect. Go switch to the mobile mode, and as you can see here, our watch button is not in the right position. So let me see here. Left is 0, and also we have to set the bottom. We already set the bottom here. Oh, this one is CSS. It should be XS extra so small. And now our button is in the right position. Now let's make the language select for this movie. To make this, I will put it outside of this div and make a new div. Make a new div with a class name equal to margin top is 2, margin X is 2, and for the border bottom, it's going to be 1 pixel. Now inside of it, we'll have a span. Inside of this span, we'll have a class name equal to text left, then left is equal to 0, font weight is medium, and for the text size is base. For the text, it's going to be a file label in, and after that we will have 2 buttons here. The first one is going to be text is small, padding is 2, and if it's focus, it will have background gray is 400, and then it will have rounded is LG, so it will make this div as a capsule rounded. The first one is Indonesia, and now let's duplicate it and make the second one is English. Save, and now let's see how it looks. We got something like this, and if we click it, it will give us some background. Save. Well, how about now? And also I'm going to give this 2, or maybe just in here, margin Y equal to 1. What about this? I'm going to save it, refresh the website. It is still okay, so we'll give the margin Y to this 2. Save, and now let's see how it looks. Now it is looking much better. Let's go back to our code to improve it. In here, I'm going to add the flex. I'm just going to give it display flex, and also I'm going to give some NBSP here. and BSP. So this, I don't know this what is this, but maybe this was a special character. This is for adding some space bar. So this and BSP is same like the space in the space bar. Save it and let's see how it looks. It is in the left of the it is in the left side, and if I click it, it is now there is some space between the text and the language. After that, we are going to make the details of the video, but for the user that is using that is using the mobile mode or in a mobile device. And then here I'm going to make a new div with a class name equal to mx2 and empty is 2. And now let's make a new div inside of here. Div is equal to class name md, and if the device is md it will block, and if the device is lg it will hidden. For the h1, and here I'm going to have the h1 with a class name equal to text3xl, and flex is initial. I think we'll just copy it from here. Copy all of this from h1, h2, h2. Copy and then paste it here. Save. And then after that, wait a second. A little bit laggy here. Alt Shift F to verify it. And one outside div. Instead of the mx2 and mt2, we will have another div with a class name equal to text left, and padding top is 3, and if it's md it will block, and if it's lg it will hidden. Or maybe I can just make it block and then hidden. Inside of here I will make new button. The first one is going to be just plus, and for the class name is equal to mr3, so it will give margin 3. We'll copy this div 1 2 3. We'll copy it 2 more times, and the second one is going to be Facebook, and the second one is going to be Twitter. Save, and now let's copy it. For the last one we don't need the margin because we are no, because there's no other item after this one, and this one is going to be the link icon. Save it. Wait a second. Save it, and now let's see how it looks. We got some error. Link is not defined. Like we block it and then control space. I will import it and then refresh. And as you can see here, we got the title, the duration, category, limit, description, and all of this serve icon. But I think we don't get the link. Oh, maybe we are importing it from the React Router thumb. We should be importing it from the material UI icon. Save. Now here it will be here now, and as you can see here we got the link icon. And now we are going to try to add the trailer in here. So go to the home.jsx, and I'm going to copy this popular movie. I will copy it and then paste it inside of this watch.jsx. But I will not use all of this. I just need one of them. And for the title, it's going to be trailer. For the title, it's going to be Moana and then trailer. And for the movie, for the image, it's going to be slider slash moana.png. Save, and then below here, outside of this div, and inside of this React fragment, we will have the movie list from the component. Then we are going to pass the list as a trailer. And also in here, I'm going to change this to trailer and save. Let's see how it looks. We have to refresh it so that we can see the change immediately. And as you can see here, we get the trailer of this movie. But I think there's something wrong in here. Maybe we can edit some rounds.md and then save. But if we refresh it and see the new look of the trailer, it is looking much better. So I think that's it for this video. I hope you will enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also turn on the bell notification so then you know when I update this playlist. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.